Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AWW Talk. My name's Sea Crusher One, and today I am not joined by Pettingale because he is out sick, but instead I'm joined by the one, the only Avatar Wolf. Avatar, how's it going?
It's doing pretty well, Crusher. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Feels weird doing the intro this time around. I gotta tell you.
It feels weird to sit in this chair for once.
Yeah, normally you just watch us, you make sure everything's sounding right. You're always checking the equipment and stuff, but now you get to relax for once. How does that feel?
I don't know if this is really relaxing for me because I gotta worry about doing that in the background as well as doing the show here. But we'll see how it
It's
goes.
fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
We have a
Probably.
great card to talk about tonight for Friday's show coming up, Crusher. What's the first match we got tonight?
Oh, the first match? Well, you probably know it's gonna be Jeff Shock versus Onyx. That's a huge match just to start off with.
So
Man,
I'm just gonna be asking you quick questions here. Who do you think's gonna win between Shock and Onyx here?
honestly, I think it's gonna be a real close match, but I wanna say I wanna see Onyx pull out the win on this one. We've seen Jeff Shock be a dominant wrestler in AWW, but I think this is the one that Onyx needs to win. Like, he knows he needs to win this match if he wants to get back into mainstream and be a top level competitor.
Yeah, I think this is a much needed win for Onyx in this matchup though, because Jeff is more the veteran compared to Onyx, and just Jeff Shock is just a lot more dangerous competitor in general.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
it all depends on who can hit their big moves first, in my opinion, in this matchup. Onyx is surprise Shock if he hits him with that Sister Abigail. It might be 1, 2, 3 right then and there, but if Shock hits him with that package power driver, I just don't see Onyx really having a chance against Shock.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
that would not be good if he gets hit by that.
So Christmas Chaos is coming around. We're gonna have the Godsmen, which is Shock and Torrance Banks, taking on the Ice Age, Onyx and Iceman. A win here for either of these men puts momentum on for the team going forward for the Christmas Chaos show. Crusher.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a really, really good incentive right there to get that win.
But if you're asking me, I think I'd put more money on Shock to be the victor here, just because he has more of the experience edge over Onyx. I know these
Oh, yeah, and
guys
I
have
can't blame you there.
wrestled. I know these guys have wrestled a lot, like in the past and whatnot. But we'll have to see how it goes when it's Friday night and they're in the ring together.
Right, definitely. And then, you put another really good matchup right after, this is one that we've seen quite a bit of feuding with Andy Random Hero and Camo versus Kevin Brooks and Hunter. The saga continues.
What's more to say about this rivalry going on between KFC and the Max Attack group, or whatever we're gonna call them? Three bunch of like these three, Camo, Andy, and Max, just they do not like. If you're looking at it on paper, these three should not gel together at all. So we're gonna see how they do tonight with Andy and Camo tagging up with each other. And I think that's gonna be a problem. Is that Hunter and Brooks are more of a known tag team in the business, whereas Camo and Andy are more known as single stars. So let's see how they get the job done this week again in a tag match against one of the best teams in SG.
Yeah, I agree with that. And could this possibly be a big statement on the rivalry, or do you think that this win's not gonna really shift it as much?
This a win for either team can shift momentum for either team going forward, but the biggest win rivalry for this match, for this feud that's coming up is going to be at Christmas Chaos when KFC goes 1-on-1 with Max, Camo, and Andy. That's going to be the deciding factor of this feud of who's going to actually take the win or not.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that matchup right there. That sounds really good coming up. Oh man, you're getting me so excited for this Christmas chaos.
Who do you think has the advantage here, though, Crusher, with these teams here?
You know, Kevin Brooks and Hunter are both extraordinary wrestlers, but I think the weight advantage between Camo and Andy, and the power of Andy with his special finisher moves, you know, I don't see Kevin Brooks and Hunter getting the win in this one.
I remember back in during Bossing Say, I believe it was a show. A lot of people were putting a lot of money on Camo beating Kevin Brooks because of the size advantage and because of like Camo's experience is a anomaly at like he's one in a billion athlete, right? He's like 7 feet
Oh, yeah.
tall and he moves around the ring like he's freaking 5'8". But Kevin Brooks came out and shocked the world by beating Camo once again. And that's been Camo's IR right now is that he cannot beat Kevin Brooks in a one-on-one match. I don't know if he can beat him in a two-on-two match.
I'm gonna stick to my guns and say this is gonna be the match for it.
I think
I
if
I I
if
think just that partnership between Andy's powerful hits and Camo's size, it's a great matchup right there.
it's gonna be a very interesting match comes Friday.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
what's this match after that, Crusher?
Ooh, we've got the very high level competitor who's won, I think, most of his matches. He's only lost like 1 or 2 in the past, like, what, 2 months, 3 months final versus the one, the only Jeff K, by the way. Holy cow, is that's Jeff's name up there?
That is Jeff's name. How do you feel about that?
I'm happy. I wanna see him compete, and going against Final, that's gonna be a good way to start off.
So Jeff is medically cleared to compete this week, so we're putting him into a one-on-one match against Epic Cat Final. A competitor I don't think is actually an easy contest for Jeff to win against, but I don't want to put him
Oh, not
against
at all.
someone that's going to be dangerous to him and actually try and break his neck. Cough, cough on who I'm talking about there. Um, Jeff came to me and he told me he wanted a match against that said person. I told him not yet. I want to see how he does after his injury first. So we're taking the short route here. Epicap Final is still a great competitor, and I'm not taking anything from Epicap Final, but Epicap Final will not try to permanently paralyze Jeff. He might try to injure him again, but he's not going to try and actually permanently put him on the shelf like
Yeah,
the other said person has done.
yeah, that said person who did that to 2 different people. Don't know who that other person is,
That
might be
move
a
is banned
commentator
from
or something.
AWW, so we'll never see Saigon do that again. Hopefully.
It's Saigon, though.
So I think Epicap Final has the advantage here, just because he's just coming back from injury. We'll see how he does that match. But if Jeff can pull off the win, that's a big step in the right direction for Jeff. Just being
Oh, yeah,
honest.
I'd love to see Jeff come back from, everything that happened to him, get the win, but unfortunately, it is versus a very, very hot final. Like like I said, finals only lost a couple matches in the past 3 months, and Jeff is not gonna be the one to break it, unfortunately. It'll be a good warm up, though.
It'll be a good match. I expect it to be a good match. Finals actually probably one of the top stars here in AWW, and he gets overlooked a lot, in my
Yeah,
honest opinion.
and it's so unfortunate what happened, when he was going for his title run. I feel like he really could have had a good shot at that belt, but to be eliminated in that way, hurt to see. But then
Well,
after that match, we have Linty versus Tokyo. Almost a battle of the mods. Now, that is the last time that we saw these 2 match up, isn't it?
I believe so. We've been having mods fight here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
So, as we know, the mods like to play rough. They don't just come out and make matches easy. So this is gonna be a huge match to watch Linty versus Tokyo. Who do
Who you
you think's
taking?
gonna win this one? Ooh.
This is a tough one. I think Linty has the advantage though. Linty's been more matches than Tokyo has. Linty's won more matches than Tokyo has. Linty is a former Twitch champion. Tokyo has not been to that high standard in AEW yet. Tokyo has a few good moves under her repertoire, which is the Zelda Link, that DT maneuver where she flips the person around, hits with DT. That's a beautiful move. Also, the Eclipse that she uses off the top rope sometimes actually looks nice. But when you're talking about like finishers, you're talking about like match moves that can end the match just like that. Look no further than Linty in his suplex pile driver crusher. That move somehow, some way hasn't actually put someone in the hospital yet, but
Yeah.
he hits it nicely and it goes 1, 2, 3. It's usually over in that match. I don't know how Linty does it. He at least keeps people safe, unlike a certain other person that we were just talking about.
Oh yeah, and I completely agree with you on this one. Linty is the more experienced wrestler, the one that has had a belt in his hands before. Unfortunately, Tokyo doesn't have that same experience. Now, Tokyo does have the Zelda Link, which is a very, very good finisher, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for Linty. So
I
I'm going Linty on this one.
I just think Linty has the better advantage. That's all. I can't really say
Yeah,
enough more. Tokyo might go out there on Friday and prove us all wrong.
yeah, possibly. It's definitely going to be a close match. I just I can't commit to Tokyo.
Anywho,
Hmm, that sounds familiar.
what's our main event?
Main event is going to be Butt Screw versus Closer. Yet another main event for Butt Screw, who has been just stealing, or not even stealing, but earning his main events because he's such a force to be reckoned with. Even though he's lost most of his matches so far, it's not the win and loss that makes him a great wrestler. It's how he comes out and competes. He gives it his all and makes it fun to watch. And I'm sure you agree with me there.
Yes, but this is actually a rematch from Bossing Say, if you don't remember that matchup.
Oh, yes, it is a rematch, you are right.
It's gonna be very interesting to see how Screw does. I let him have a few matches here and there, and then once I figured he was actually ready for it, I gave him Closer again because he wanted to actually like have another match at Closer, and I can't blame him. It was a great match at Bossing Say between those two. It came right down to the wire, and Closer got the job done with the I believe the NTG he calls it. I'm not that sure, but oh man, do you think the do you think Screw has learned a thing or two about wrestling when he's been wrestling the Wise Man brand for the past few weeks?
Oh, yeah, I 100% believe he's learned quite a bit. He's learned his pacing a little bit better. So he's actually fighting not just to come out, dominate, but he's actually learning to keep his opponents kind of kind of to where they're wearing themselves out a little bit too, along with his moves. And I think that's gonna be huge for him.
I do think that he has been learning a lot more, wrestling more matches on AEW. I've been giving him the main event spot, putting him in the big lights and under the big pressure to see if that rock would turn to a diamond or if it's just coal. And so far, Screw's been turning into a diamond that I actually hoped he would be. For this matchup here tonight, I'm gonna give the advantage for Screw to actually overcome his mistakes from Bosling Say and to completely defeat Closer tonight on Friday in the main event.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%. I think now that Butt Screw is in full swing, he's going to actually get that win against Closer tonight. Get his I don't want to say redemption because there was nothing on the line for that match. There was no hatred involved. It was a great match, but he's going to get his satisfaction of a win.
I right you are, Crusher.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, right now I believe we have a special guest coming on to the show tonight. Crusher.
Yes, we do. It's a man that I used to respect who I don't think he's made the best decisions lately, and we're gonna talk about these decisions tonight. We have RWP on the show. Welcome, RWP.
Put some respect on your name before I put you back in a fucking wheelchair. How about that?
See, here's the thing.
No, no.
I
I'm
don't
here now. I'm the best damn guest, and you'll shut your mouth and you'll listen to me. I hear you sitting here talking about butt screw. Butt screw sounded like some jail shit. I'll tell you right now, the only person that's going to be screwed pretty soon is him. Because I'll tell
I
you,
don't know.
you
I think
keep
you've been doing that to
favoriting
yourself,
these
honestly.
rookies. Well, these rookies who don't deserve main event status. Guys like Buttscrew that continue to show that they're nothing but losers. Losers. Just like you, Crusher. A loser.
So, how's WMB going for you? Speaking of losers, you know, y-
Speaking of losers, speaking of
it seemed
winners,
it seemed
what are
like
you
you
saying?
it seemed like you were getting disowned by them for a little bit there.
Oh, no, it's called pulling the wool over your eyes, and I'm a great actor. I should have a fucking Emmy. You fell right for it.
Mhm.
You guys fell for it, and you guys were all behind me. Ace was behind me. That stupid ass butt screw is behind me. You guys were all like, yeah, yeah, do it. And I fooled you again. And it's because I can. And it's because you're fucking all stupid. And it's like your minds are clay in my hands, and I could say and do whatever I want, and you will sit here and listen to me, just like I'm gonna get Wolf to sign this match between me and your friend Ian Quick. And I'm gonna destroy him.
I don't really think you want to take a match like that.
Why don't I? Why not, Crusher? Why not?
Ian's a
You tell
very
me
good
why.
analyst. He's been watching you. I know how Ian works out.
Yeah, and
Ian
see,
is not a force to be
the
taken
thing
lightly.
is, between me and you, you're the only one in this room that has never wrestled Ian Quick. I know exactly what I'm getting myself into if I get in a ring with Ian Quick, and you'll see that he's nothing short of extraordinary in that ring. But see, that's my end goal there, Crusher. I want him to get in the ring with me because I've always wanted to have a match with Ian Quick, and not for nothing. All that
Oh no,
shit
I
I
wasn't
I
doubting
said,
Ian. I knew he's going to be
all
good.
that shit
It's
I
you that
said,
I'm worried about.
you don't ever have to worry about me. Trust me, I got tricks up my sleeve you haven't seen yet.
We'll see about that.
No, we will see about that. You know,
So
you
I
know what you know what else we could talk about? We could talk about how Ace broke your neck and how it's still funny 1 year later. It's still hilarious that you're sitting in that chair and you can't do a goddamn thing. You get up and I'll just break it again. Go ahead.
Uh,
Try me. Go
I
didn't
don't
ahead.
think it
you
was.
also
It
get
was
thrown
not
off of the
Ace.
cage? But yes, it was not Ace that broke my neck. Good try though. Anyways, how about we go ahead and talk about your relationship with Wise Man Brand? Like, where do you stand with them right now?
Your family. Have you not heard me over the last few weeks? They're the only people that came to make sure Luke was okay. Wolf apparently showed up, but like, uh, whatever. I wasn't there when he showed up.
See, I
So,
know
and
you called them that, but you had all that drama where they basically disowned you for a little bit, and now
dude,
you're back
see,
to being family again?
I don't know where you're getting your sources from, Crusher, but literally, like, no one ever disowned anybody. There was a disagreement. Yes, I will admit that there is a disagreement. But all families fight. Brothers, sisters, cousins, everybody fights. And you know what? We're strong enough as a family to come back together and, identify problems and make things better. And we have been doing nothing but training, eating, sleeping, shitting together as a team. And come Christmas chaos, when that fucking bell tolls on December 24th, it will be the end of life as you know it in AWW. The game is going to change, and I'm going to be at the helm of the winning team. What do you think about that, Crusher? Once again,
I mean, I doubt it,
nobody
but
can stop me.
Let me ask you a question. From
Nobody can
Christmas
beat us.
Chaos. Do you guys actually have a legitimate plan going into this matchup now that you know the 4 competitors you'll be facing against in that 4-on-4 elimination match?
Of course we do, but you think I'm going to tell you? I mean, I know that you're a bit smarter than me, Wolf, and I got to give you credit for that. That was a really good question. But yes, we have a plan. Am I going to tell it to you? Fuck no. Why would I do that? Why would I give up my team's strategy? And just so you know, we have 5 men on our team, not 4.
Well, in the ring, it's gonna be officially 4-on-4. That 5th man is gonna have to stand on the outside of the apron right there and watch. Not supposed to be able to actually get involved in the matchup. Um, who knows? Maybe Ace will have Screw out there or something. I don't know. That you gotta talk to Ace about that. But it was worth a shot to see if you actually reveal some Wise Man brand
When I do that,
secrets.
here's the critical question. I see that me and Ian aren't on this card, and whatever, that's fine. Are you gonna give me this match or not? Because seriously, if we're not, we're done here. I don't have any more time for any of your questions. You can see everything that happens when you tune in the 24th to watch AWW get its ass kicked. As loyal as I am to your brand, Wolf, I am going to destroy those 4 because you never once believed in me. Never, not once.
So, since you want Ian Quick so badly, I guess next week I'll give you the match. I gotta get Ian to actually come to the table here, talk to him, and
No.
finalize the
It's
contract
not just going to
as
be a
a
regular
wrestler.
match. This isn't going to be just a regular match. I want no disqualifications. I want false count anywhere.
Now, why would I do that by letting the Wise Man brand go in there and attack Ian Quick?
Oh, no. Here's another thing. My boys don't want anything to do with this. This is my fight. You can personally ban each one of them from ringside. If they show up, fire me or whatever. Ban me from Christmas Chaos. But I want Ian Quick one-on-one. This isn't a family affair. This is something I got to take care of myself.
So you're gonna
You have
promise
my
me
word on
tonight,
that.
right now, that no
You
Wise Man
have
brand
my.
is gonna
That is
interfere.
one thing that between me and you, Wolf, I will give you my word on. And I know my word stretches real thin here lately, but that's something you can take to it. I don't want nothing to do with them getting involved with this match. Me and Ian Quick have some unfinished business.
Okay. Wise Man brand be banned from ringside. You'll have a no disqualification match against Ian Quick next week. Not this
False
week coming
count
up, next
anywhere.
week. Falls count anywhere.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That gives me more than enough time.
And for anyone watching, like Ace, Nagata, Snacks, and Cortez, you guys will be banned from ringside as well too.
Ooh.
I mean, I feel like that's fair, but I mean, unnecessary. I don't think those dudes want to get involved in the match that me and Ian Quick are going to have.
Well, I gotta make it
And
fair at least.
I know you're out there
one
listening.
team.
Shut your mouth. I know you're out there listening, Ian Quick. And I'll tell you, now that this match is official, anything and everything we've ever been through is over. I'm going to bury it into the ground and throw dirt on top of its dead fucking corpse. Along with you and your career. You go ahead and say whatever you wanted to say now, Wolf. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just enforcing what I was gonna say about banning the team of AWW/CSX. We got a really great show for Christmas Chaos, guys, and I must say it's gonna be a great month of wrestling coming up.
I'm excited.
Crusher, you have any last questions for Potter here?
I mean, I do technically have one last question. And I know Potter's probably not gonna like it. Potter, why did you feel the need to go from being the person that everybody started to respect, to give positive reviews on, to actually start to like and throw it all away for the Wise Man brand.
You want to know why? You really want to know?
I think everyone wants to know
Because
why.
it wasn't respect. You never respected me. You pitied me. You pitied me from the bottom. And you always, always thought less of me. Every single last one of you.
See, here's the thing. I actually respected you
It's
when
not
you
respect.
apologized.
It's
I
not
gave I
respect.
gave you my
It's
full belief that you had changed and become a better person, and then you threw it all away.
I didn't throw anything away. I was sick of your weak pity. All of your weak pity. All of it. Because I never needed approval from you, from Ian Quick, from Wolf, from anybody to do anything that I've ever done. The only person that I ever needed was my tag team partner. And guess what? He went to the hospital performing for Wolf. And yeah, Wolf paid the medical bills. And he really appreciates it. And so do I. That is one thing that Wolf has always been good for. I've never had beef with Wolf for anything. He's a good man. But that's where it begins and ends. When it comes down to the respect aspect, you never respected me. You treated me like a second-class citizen in this company. I did everything for you, especially when Crimson was trying to take your shit. I did everything for you. And what? You let me get retired? You let Ace treat me like a joke? The rest of the roster treats me like a joke? I can't even get my own fucking dressing room. You say you respect me? No, it was pity from day one. And I'm not playing anybody's pity anymore.
Well,
I
you
do
can tell
things for
yourself that.
myself. There is an end game, and the end game is me, and it will always be me. And that is something that you need to learn. That is rule one. When it comes down to RWP, it's about RWP and nobody else.
Not even the Wise Man brand?
That's a good question.
I think he just walked off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he just walked. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, what did you fucking say?
I asked you, even the Wise Man brand?
Now see, that's a separate thing. They've accepted me. They treat me as an equal. I'm allowed to be the superstar that I know I am there. I don't have to pretend that I'm a mid-carder, and I don't have to worry about mid-card bullshit. I don't have to worry about carrying the company on my back and doing everything. Pat doesn't ask that of me. He treats me like an equal, unlike you.
An equal or just another person to keep Hollywood from actually getting beat up?
An equal, a family, something that I haven't felt from you guys in a long time. And you know what? That's the way that it is. You guys wanted it. That's how that is. That's fine. When Luke wakes up, well, when Luke is able to compete, he'll sign a Wise Man brand contract too. And then there will be nothing you can do to stop us. So continue to treat your wrestlers like shit, Wolf. Fuck that. Continue to treat your friends like shit. And this is what will happen. That's all I've got to say. Good night.
Well, that also seemed like a good time to get things wrapped up here. I just want to thank everybody for watching this week's episode of AWW Talk. Sorry, Pettingale couldn't be here today. Like I said, he was sick, but thankfully we had the one, the only, the Avatar Wolf with us tonight. Thanks so much for being here, Wolf.
And guys, I promise you, Pettingill will be fine. He's just a little under the weather. It's nothing serious. He'll be back next week, probably to do his actual performance as he always does on the AW Talk. But it was nice to be here, Crusher. It was nice to hear
Good
from
to have you.
Potter. and it was great to talk about some wrestling that's coming up on Friday. And I'm gonna go
All
over
right.
to the backstage and get myself ready, and yeah, I guess you can take it over from here.
All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that hit that subscription button so you can see the next episode coming out next week, and leave a comment down below. This week, why don't we go ahead and say leave a comment on who you think your favorite wrestler is in AWW and why. You guys doing that? Alrighty. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good week. We'll see you next time.